straighten up this kills me. So let's take a look at the naming of some of these alcohols, which follows pretty much into the pattern that we've already seen. So we're looking for that longest chain that contains the alcohol group, a carbon with the OH group attached. That's going to be our parent chain for the molecule because it contains that alcohol group. The suffix to the name ending is going to be OL to designate that it's an alcohol, with the longest chain being 6 carbons long. In this example, it's based on hexane, so it's hexanol. We want to know specifically the position of the functional group on the main chain, give it the lowest possible numbering, so from the right in this instance. So it's hexan 2-ol with a couple of branches, a branch in carbon 1, bromo branch, and a branch in carbon 3, methyl branch. List them in alphabetical order, which happens to be numerical order as well. 1 bromo, 3 methyl, hexan 2-ol. Just rolls off the top. This time drawing the alcohol from the name. We build up the picture backwards just as we did with the name before. So ol ending tells us it's an alcohol. Octan 3-ol, so based on octane with 8 carbons in the main chain. And the alcohol group bonded to the 3rd carbon of the chain. We can start here, we can start here. We number the chain to give the carbon with the alcohol group the lowest possible numbering, and take note of the positions of our branches, carbons 2, 4, and 6. Let's take on our branches, 6,6-dibromo, so both halogens coming off the same carbon, 2-chloro, chlorine second, and 1,2 ethyl group, the carbon number 4. We know we're still talking about a branch because it's that YL ending for that ethane derivative. So the next one, we have the OH group. So we know it's going to end in ol, it's an alcohol. The functional group is attached to 5 carbons in the ring. So it's based on a pentane, specifically a cyclopentane. So cyclopentanol. Even if there's a longer straight chain carbon sequence, the fact that the alcohol group is on 5 carbons in the cycle is the most important part for the name of the molecule. Because it's part of a ring and the carbon attached to the alcohol group is the most important carbon, that's not automatically going to be carbon number 1. So we don't have to put it as cyclopentan 1-ol in the name. Consider it to be unnecessary, and this has to be the most important carbon. We have to start numbering from this position here. The only thing we have to tweak is whether we go clockwise or anti-clockwise around the molecule to give lower numbers to the branches. Going clockwise, this becomes therefore carbon number 3. If we went round the other way of the molecule, this would be carbon number 4. So a clockwise direction to a designated 1 point makes that a 3,3 dibromo branching molecule. So 3,3 dibromo cyclopentanol. As we saw previously with the unsaturated compounds, when there are branches on a benzene ring, once we've identified the most important functional group in the molecule, which is an alcohol, to make that phenol, this has to be carbon number 1. And then we can have branches either on the carbon 2, 3 or 4 compared to carbon 1. The position 2 is often thought of as an ortho substitution. We've got two possible positions for ortho. Or it could be a beta substitution, carbon 1, 2, 3, or carbon 5 for that matter. 3 and 5 is beta substitution. Then on the end, one example of a para substitution of the molecule. So 2,4 dinitro phenol. And sometimes the alcohol group is upstaged. For example, we'll see later, a COOH, a carboxylic acid group, makes this compound a benzoic acid derivative. Specifically, we know it as salicylic acid or aspirin for pain and fever. So this one, looking for that longest chain, contains the alcohol group. Although this time we have two alcohol groups in the molecule. So it's a diol ending with two alcohol groups in the molecule. We want to know the position of those two groups with the lowest possible numbering. So we get 2 and 3, and we number from the left hand side. So it's octan 2,3 diol. Sometimes in the textbooks you'll see the alcohol positions put at the start of the name. They might call it 2,3 octan diol. But that position just at the front of the parent chain position, that's often used just as other kinds of functional groups as well. Particular things like maybe if we have an alkene bond, we'll use that position at the front to signify the position of the double bond. So let's not jump and chop and change while we name these things too much. Just keep it in the core of the parent name. It makes things a bit easier. So it's an octane derivative because there's 8 carbons in the chain. We have alcohol groups from carbons 2 and carbons 3. And just a branch left to figure out. A branch of carbon number 5. So 5-methyl octan 2,3 diol. Take a couple of minutes of Zen contemplation to work out the names and the structures for these 3 alcohols. Gosh, that will be fun. So the first one, we've got a chain of carbons in the molecule. 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. We also have a cycle of 6 carbons. Back with the alkanes a couple of weeks ago, the cycle of 6 would be more important, but that cycle doesn't include the alcohol group. So the most important part of the molecule is that continuous count of 4 carbons in the chain. So this is a compound which is based on butane, so it's going to be based on butanol. We want specifically the position of the alcohol group in this molecule. If we numbered from the left here, it'd be 1, 2 to reach the alcohol. From the right, it'd be 1, 2, 3. This is going to be carbon number 1 because it's a lower numbering to that main functional group. We want to then describe the branches which are on this molecule. There's a cyclohexyl branch. That's on carbon number 1. There's also a methyl branch, and that's on carbon number 3. So we'll list them alphabetically. So it's going to be H for cyclohexyl before M for methyl. We'll got that methyl branch first. Switching between methyl and methyl. 3-methyl is 1. Methyl, butane 2-ol. That's the second one, given the name this time, we're working on the molecule. Working backwards, it's an alcohol with pentanol telling us it's 5 carbons in the chain, and it's our cyclohexanol. So 5 carbons in a ring, whichever carbon we put the alcohol group onto, that's going to be carbon number 1. And then 3 propyl cyclohexanol. So if we go clockwise, 1, 2, 3. Propyl from propane, 3 carbons in the side chain. Next one is a diol, so there's 2 alcohol groups in this molecule. Based on butane, butan 2,3-diol. 4 carbons in the main chain. Alcohol groups are going to be on carbons 2 and 3. So I'll just habit number from that left hand side. Oh, okay, this one can be on the right hand side as well. And it's also 2 bromo. Two bromo, butan, 2,3-diol.